Well, thank you so much for taking the time today. I really appreciate it.
Appreciate you too. I love your Funko Pops.
Oh, thank you so
I hope
much.
I'm in there somewhere
You
because you're
are, oh, there's several Shuris, don't you worry.
yeah.
Of course, of course. How could she not be a part of the collection? I mean, come on, she's pretty badass.
Thank you, thank you.
Well, thank you for taking the time today. I appreciate it. I know you've had a long day of press, so I really appreciate you taking the time to talk to me. Congratulations on an absolutely incredible performance. It's so real, so raw, and I absolutely love that. It's inspiring. And I'd love to know what it was about this script and the film that made you want to be a part of it.
I loved the story. I'm always chasing great stories, something that makes people want to sit down and give their time to
Mhm.
it. I loved the character. I loved the opportunity that presented itself for me to play someone that's a little bit more. So everything's quite stripped back and subtle,
Mhm.
and I wanted to tap into that. It just ticked all the boxes for what I love, and I stepped up to the challenge, to play
Absolutely.
this role. So yeah, that's why I really loved it.
I love it. I mean, you're so phenomenal in this. I'd love to know how you prepare for a role like this.
It varies. Each role has its own process. With this in particular, I focused on the script. I tapped in with my director. I did a lot of research. Um, I spoke to mm, several people who had gone through the provision system. So I gained a lot of information, and then I just allowed that to just sit with me for the months that I had the pre-production months, and
Mhm.
just when it came to being on set, I just trusted what was inside of my heart to like flow through my character. It's all a thing of trust, isn't it? So
Mhm.
thankfully it was there, and thankfully it was felt.
Yeah. Was there something that was like most challenging, maybe a scene to get through, or because there's some intense emotional scenes in this movie.
Yeah, try not to spoil it for our audience that have not seen the film yet. Um, there's a moment where she's on the edge and she's giving up, and she's about to do something not great. And that scene was very tough to find the truth in that,
Mhm.
and for it not to be overly dramatic. I had to even strip it back even more. So it was talking to my director and be like, I feel like this moment, the way we're doing the actions of it, it feels a bit dramatic. It feels a bit like over the top, and we
Mhm.
need to strip it back. And that was quite tough for me to like find that. But when we did, it was like an aha moment for us as just like, exactly, this is the right approach. Um, and then obviously like carrying the emotions of this character, I need a comedy next, man, but comedy, I need something, I need so, yeah. I do it so well. I do drama so well, but I need to tap into some. Where's somebody needs to hit me up right now.
Something that's just gonna make you laugh instead of
It's
all this.
something
Yeah.
quirky. I need a quirky joint, you know what I mean? But yeah, just carrying the emotional side of everything was tough.
I was gonna say, is that something that kind of sticks with you for a while after filming?
It depends. It depends on my aftercare.
Hmm.
The aftercare, if I take care of myself, do therapy, if I, journal, do my ritual of like releasing the character, it's all good. But if I keep that character with me, it's kind of tough. It's kind
Yeah.
of, yeah, like some characters stay with me for a little while. Then I have to just really like tell them to go away.
Yeah. I hear you. Was there anything you feel that you learned from this character?
Yeah, I learned so much about what it means to really be resilient when life can really put you in like a limbo stage.
Hmm.
Um, and I learned the importance of like sharing how you're feeling and not bottling up everything inside because it can affect you. So she had an outlet, someone presented themselves to help her, in Josh O'Connor's character. Connor. Um, and she didn't, she kind of took it and then she didn't take it. And I just thought, what if she tapped into that a little bit more to
Mhm.
really use him as a sounding board of what she was feeling? He may not be able to help her, but at least it'll help her to release. So, but she kept everything very close, and it did, her mind and her emotions started to deteriorate, and until it was too late for her. And then she finally saw the benefits of asking for help. So but understandably, when you're going through a situation, an immigration situation, it's really tough. It's
Mhm.
really tough on all sides.
Yeah, absolutely. I do love her relationship with Josh O'Connor, with Connor in this. I think it's very subtle, which I like.
Yeah.
It's not like, I don't know, it's not like a love at first sight, right? You know what I mean? It's like it's earned, and I love that. Can you talk about kind of finding that with Josh?
Yeah, I feel like that's what I wanted from it. Those were my notes for Frank. Not that he wrote it in that way, but I wanted to make sure that it wasn't coming across like that on screen.
Yeah.
Like if he's gonna pass me in the morning, pass me. Don't look, don't double back, don't look. Don't set the audience up. Ooh, something about to happen over there. No. Just be normal, because when you don't it's very similar. Like, if you don't know the person that you're gonna be with, you'll be in the same environment. You'll be like, who? What? Who's this person? Like, oh, that person's cute. Who? I don't know that person. And the
Yeah.
next thing you know, you're with them for like a year. Um, you're like, what the hell? Um, so I think it was one of those moments where I tried to make it real, like, you know, they're not really gonna feel each other from the beginning, but they keep just bumping into each other. And
Mhm.
it's just this weird thing that keeps happening. Like fate is trying to kind of like manifesting itself. So I wanted to chase that. And then also I love the purity about their relationship because, one of my favorite moments is where she just says to him, like, I just want to lay down. Like, we ain't doing nothing, nothing's happening.
Yeah. Set
Just hold my
expectations.
hand.
Yeah.
Just hold me. And it was so beautiful. It's one of
Mhm.
my favorite scenes to shoot on, you know, in my cinematic experience. Like just pure. And we don't really see that a lot these days. We see
Mhm.
a lot of different things, everybody's doing a bunch of stuff.
Mhm.
But right now it's just so pure and I love that about them.
Yeah, me too. What was it like working with him? Because he seems like a really great guy.
He is a great guy. I like him, he's not only talented, but he's also very giving, very respectful. Um, I like Josh. I really want to work with Josh again.
Oh, I'd
Yeah.
love to see
Yeah.
it. Absolutely. You guys were so great together. And I'm gonna say the end of this movie really sat with me. Obviously, we can't really talk about it for spoilers, but I just kind of love to know your reaction when you kind of read how this movie was gonna end.
Not surprised. That's what happens. They make you come and share your story, share your life, and you give them the full breakdown, and then they tell you no. So,
It's awful.
they're like,
Yeah.
don't believe it,
Yeah.
and you're at the mercy of someone else, and it's tough. So for me, it was just, and I also like that we took that route too, because we could give you a super happy ending, and it's not the reality of
Mhm.
people's stories most of the time. It's a fight. It's a yearly fight of proving yourself, proving that you just want to have safety and you just want to live a better life for yourself. Like, just you want to just take the opportunities and make the most of it, but you're in limbo, so how can you do that? So
Mhm.
I wasn't surprised, and I didn't feel like it needed to be changed.
Yeah, no, I really love the ending. I think it's an important and to show, like you said, that's reality. So
Yep.
why fake it? Awesome. Well, thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it. And I've got to say, my daughters and I cannot wait to see Shuri again. We love
Yeah,
her. She's amazing. So,
you don't see her.
yes, I can't wait. Thank you
Right.
so much
Thank
for your
you.
time.
Thanks, Tessa. Bye bye.
Bye. Thank you.